Man, I haven't been in this shithole in a long time.
It brings you back, doesn't it?
Kinda.
I remember how many times you and my dad yelled at me on this very sofa right here.
Yeah, and look how much fucking good that did. Huh? You're still a hothead.
I'm the hottest of heads, Uncle.
Okay, fine. So
Listen,
what is it?
I don't agree with this whole thing.
Okay, which parts?
Well, the thing is, let me mute my radio. There's certain people that you don't fuck with. You don't fuck with Kale Soze. You don't fuck with Sam Bass. You don't fuck with Dominic Toretti. And you most certainly don't fuck with me.
Dominic Toretti? You can't put Dominic Toretti in any of our leagues. That guy used to give Francis handjobs for promotions.
Yeah, he was telling me about that the other day when he helped me get my...
So we can take a step back and say everybody but Toretti and half of Bass, maybe.
I can agree to that. No, I think maybe like 80% of Bass out of all. I think it's actually Bass and Toretti. You can kind of say whatever you want to.
Okay.
Because that's how things are in the working world. Sometimes you have bosses that are cool with you taking the piss out of them. Sometimes you have bosses that'll fuck your life up. But what I feel when we say, hey, punish Conan Clarkson and punish Aziz because they know what they're doing. And when you kind of just let them do their shit, it only encourages them to push more because they hide behind you like you're a shield. Get the fuck out, Charlotte!
Oh, I thought
I was... Come in here, get the fuck outside!
Okay, so listen, we had there was a meeting we had with the... Yeah, no, I had to talk to Clarkson, and that was it. So I had a meeting with the state police there for a little bit with the command of each. Well, it's the state police, right? So you wouldn't have got news about it, but it was with Tony Andrews and the other guys. How we're gonna have the inner workings of our departments because the
so your
Rangers
guys' department in the Rangers going to be different from everybody else's.
I mean, in which way do you mean that different?
Well, because Bass and Toretti will side with me that we should be able to punish according as we see.
Oh, so that's what I was getting to. So I said at the meeting that I think if you're reprimanded by a superior, it doesn't really matter the department. You should probably just take it on the chin and go off. But Tony wasn't so keen on that, and the other guys weren't so keen on that. So. I am down for talking about that and having it done in a different way, but it's probably
don't you see how you're undermining me to save Conan Clarkson of all people, who's a part-time dumb fuck?
Oh yes. Listen,
you're undermining your own nephew to protect some dipshit Ranger Rick pussy that should be patrolling his Charger around in the hunting grounds, nursing baby squirrels and collecting acorns and. What else could he do up there? I don't know. Ranger shit. That's what Ranger shit is, right?
Okay,
Being a pussy and letting people into national parks and giving them fishing lessons.
The thing is, I'm not doing lenience on anybody. What I'm doing is following the standards that we put forward. They were made aware to you. They were made aware to us, and that's all I've done so far, okay? I didn't agree with what he did, and I told him any shit like that, if he's yelling at people, it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if they're a high rank or a low rank. We want to, be professional. That's what the state police is about. And then if he does it again, he will be suspended. So, for now, if he does some dumb shit, I don't give a fuck if you yell at him, but it's going to be hard for me to justifiably reprimand one of my... somebody that's under me if they're being screamed at like a fucking child.
So if you're making an asshole, so basically.
Oh, if they started, it's a different pretense.
He did start it.
Well, from what you said, you called him a fuckhead or something almost instantly.
No, I didn't call anybody directly a fuckhead. I said, "Who's the idiot playing around with the dumb fucking panic button?"
Okay.
Well, who's the dumb fuck playing with the panic button?
Yeah, that sounded, like it was a tad vulgar and whatnot. And like I said, that's not so much the issue here. I told him what he did was not what we wanted the police department. And next time it does happen, it will be a suspension no matter what. So if I can understand you come off very aggressive, and it works on a lot of people. And
authoritative and aggressive.
Yeah, I understand. It's a good factor to have for a police officer.
And vulgar.
Um,
And disrespectful.
yes, and sometimes it's easy for people to get quickly offended by that, and I can understand his viewpoint. But like I said, I don't agree that it was right at all. And I've said to him, if he is to do shit like that again, he will, face the consequences. Not only with you, with anybody. I don't want our police department screaming and yelling and cussing and doing all that sort of shit. So, but as for
You already know that's what you're gonna get with me as sheriff.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. He doesn't have to yell back, does he? So it's irrelevant.
Exactly. He needs to be a good little bitch and follow the fucking line.
Okay, so if he's to, so at this point, what we need to do is you need to bring it up with Andrews, because I'm open for other departments dealing with, inner working suspensions and shit like that. Because I
see
would
the flaw in this correctly. Like, you see the flaw in this.
Yeah, I mean, someone could
flaw
fucking
in
murder
this
somebody
is-
and then stay on duty.
Yeah, well, not just that, but no, I mean, any felony crime will get them. I'll take care of that. That's completely different. But the flaw in this is that with this method, we basically, all right, so I show favoritism and bias towards my department. You show favoritism and bias towards your department. Bass does the same. Toretti does the same. We all show favoritism and bias. Okay. If it's up to me to make a punishment on somebody, what am I to do if someone pisses me off? Am I just supposed to circumvent your ruling and say, well, in our department, we do something different? All it does is it creates massive inconsistencies in the entire PD. Because here's the thing, right? I'm going to be honest with you. I feel extremely undermined by you. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not just some dipshit captain. I'm not some dipshit LT out here putting in hours. I literally lead this police department. And when you undermine me to save Conan Clarkson's ass and Aziz, who knew what they were fucking doing, it's a slap in my face and for how I choose to do things.
Right,
it doesn't make any sense to slap. So I've been running this PD hard. Okay, I've been running it pretty damn hard. There's some things that are wrong with it, but that's mainly because of Bass and Toretti being bitch made. All right, I can't get anything to happen because Bass and Toretti are bitch made and shouldn't even lead departments, let alone be the same rank and have the same say as me. I am the king, and one day I will be in charge of this entire fucking PD.
Okay. You might need to take your Ritalin or something.
It's not Ritalin when it's anger issues.
Uh,
Oxycontin.
Okay. Well, just take some opioids, something like that. Anyways, listen, I understand how, from your perspective, it could look like this, but like I said, I'm following a procedure that
It
Tony
doesn't
put
look
forward.
like this, Uncle Soze. This is what it is.
Okay, well, either way, I'm going to tell you what happened, like I said, because last week we
Okay.
dropped a message in email that you could have read, but
I
you were too
skimmed
lazy
it.
to read, which would be subordination in itself. And the irony of this entire situation is you're upset that we are making you look like that, but you were doing the exact same thing to us by not even reading what we put in our emails. Okay? This
That's
situation
because I know
wouldn't
when
have blown
something's
to
gonna
what it
cause
is.
issues.
Okay, so why don't you talk to us before it happens
But it's only
rather than after it happens?
I have. I've made it very clear about this whole thing with Conan Clarkson being a fucking pseudo high command. I've made it very clear that this guy's only going to cause fucking issues, and that's literally all he fucking does. But instead of being like, being the leader of the PD that you should be, you play into his shit instead of fucking saying, hey, dumbass, you shouldn't lead the Rangers, let alone even be a member of command. He's
Just
a
out of
fucking
curiosity, who in the Rangers do you think is a bad officer that he's brought upon?
Where do you want me to start? I
Anywhere.
think most of them are dog shit.
Okay, just which one? Just name one.
How about this? You name one.
That I don't think is good in the Park
Yeah.
Rangers.
You name it. No, you can just name any of them. You can name any of them.
What do you mean by that? I just need to know their names so that
Because I
badge
think
numbers.
they're all shit.
Oh well, see, I've got a differing opinion. I think they're good police that will, follow
What do they
procedure,
do?
and well, they don't really do much, so to speak, but they're just good people.
All right, so
That's what I'm asking.
promote
Which
people based on being good people. I mean, are
No,
we a
no,
police
no, no,
department
no.
or a fucking Catholic Church.
So the Rangers are a good squad of people. Okay, they're tight knit. They all know each other. I haven't got any fucking reports of bad shit coming over the table from any of them really, except for obviously Clarkson today. I haven't heard a fuss from them doing police work. They haven't had their cases thrown out.
Cunt.
Yeah, well, that could be very possible, but I don't maybe notice that because they don't. It's sort of what you give is what you get, sort of
pretty
thing.
Good lately.
I was about to say he's probably the dumbest fuck in the department. No, I forgot he was even in it.
Today he actually impressed me with the way he was conducting himself. I was actually bewildered by how professional Minio was choosing to be today. It was actually really good to see him.
Either way, listen. I can see how you feel it's insubordination. Or I'm fucking not insubordination. I'm undermining you. I totally get it. But the thing is, I've got two choices here, right? And this is what I need you to grasp: is do I one undermine Tony and change the agreement we had with the state?
I outrank my dad.
Okay, I don't know how you think that happens, but well, maybe you do. I don't fucking know. But you got to understand: do I undermine him and my department? Or do I follow through with that standard procedure that we've created, in which you had time to discuss with us, or just
I talked about how I felt about that system. I believe I did, but I can't be 100% sure.
I don't think
how I felt it was dumb as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Like I said, I even said that I could see the issues that could arise with it. So,
but this is exactly the issues, because all it is blanket protection for people like Clarkson.
Okay, so my advice is
to be disorderly and then run to you.
Well, I already said to him, if he done that shit again, it doesn't matter if you're yelling at him or not. He's gonna cop a suspension. So, but you've also, from my point, if you're screaming at my officers and treating them like shit, we want a policy in our own police department where we want to de-escalate. That's the first thing we do as an officer, right? I feel like a lot of problems.
Something to you after you're done.
I feel like a lot of problems like this, if bridges were mended and we went in there to de-escalate rather than escalate within the own force, we wouldn't even run into these issues to begin with.
Contrary to popular belief, I never go at anyone's neck unless it's unless they ask me to. All right, and that might actually blow your mind to think about it, but I don't go at anyone unless they come at me. Okay, if you come at me, I go above you.
Yeah. Okay.
I've had that issues with troopers. I've had that issue with range. I've had that issue with everybody. I don't just go at people because I woke up on the wrong side of the bed and I feel like it. Aziz and Conan knew what the fuck they were doing today. All right, they tried to be snaky about it. I looked them in their eyes and I said, look, pussy, say it with your fucking chest. And all you're doing is you're undermining your sheriff. All right. And you can say I'm not your equal all you want. All right. Go for it. That's fine. But you're undermining a department head for what reason? I lead the biggest fucking department here.
The reason, because there's procedure that we've put forward that needs to change if you think it needs to change. So, like I said, talk to Tony, and I'm willing to talk and say I see issues with it, and we come to an agreement on what works and go from there.
But the issues are already here. When people see that basically you're okay with undermining me to protect that fucking dumbass.
How are you so delusional with what is happening here? I don't understand it.
I don't think I'm delusional.
You have undermined us by not being responsive to the things we put forward. You haven't tried to call a meeting to change what's happened. You are undermining us. That's the procedure that we asked you to give us.
I'm not undermining you when one of your people come at me, Soze.
You are, though. You're undermining the procedure that we set forward that you said you'd partially read.
What you should do is take this up with Clarkson, because he's the one that's disrespecting you.
And I have.
By coming at me.
And I have, and that's what I said. It doesn't matter who he does this to. I want professionalism in the departments, because we want to be above people. I have done this. I don't think kicking him out on the door for 4 hours is going to change a fucking thing. Like I said, you have your way.
Dog.
Exactly. Yeah. The dog does do what you say. Okay.
You hit it with a newspaper a couple times, and it'll be fucking fine.
Yeah, except it'll be scared like a bitch more than it will be, willing to do what needs to be done by its own will.
I don't see that as a bad thing.
Fear, yeah, well, that's the difference between you and me. So when I try and talk to somebody, and I've done it with your officers too recently, is I'm not trying to yell at people. I'm trying to tell them what the issue is and how to fix it. I don't think, like I said, suspension ain't gonna change shit right here. My reasoning and logic behind why he shouldn't be doing this is what I want him to understand, and hopefully that will be the the change that needs to happen.
Yeah, hold your fucking breath on that one. We'll see where that goes, because we'll probably be doing the same fucking thing over and over, because they don't look at Soze. Here's the thing. They don't look at it like it's a learning experience. What they do is they look at you as like a fucking shield to hide behind. Mm-hmm. They look at it as a way that they can fucking know that I'm going to probably go to bed, right? And then you'll come around and then they can give you some fucking half-baked story about what happened, leaving out all the fucking details. All right, these guys are using you in your own department. Okay, they are literally sitting behind you as a shield. They don't give a fuck if you're an authoritative figure. They don't give a shit at all. They are hiding behind you.
Okay,
there's a big difference.
Like I said, I don't know. I'm not going to go and change what me and Tony have put forward. So I think the only solution here is to talk to Tony and see what we come up with. Because I'm down for talking with Bass over it as well. I know he doesn't seem like he's gonna like the idea.
Bass is a fucking lapdog that'll agree to whatever you tell him to agree to, Uncle Soze. Toretti's the same way.
Well, like I said, Toretti doesn't really matter. I don't think Toretti would have the balls to even try to reprimand somebody these days.
Toretti's never sent anybody off duty his whole fucking life.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that's the point.
Look, Uncle Soze, you need to know something, okay? I love you, okay? You're my uncle. You're probably my biological father, because my dad's a pussy. But I want you to know that, it's not a good look for our PD, kind of saying that this kind of shit is okay.
Yeah,
us as the high-ranking top of the top, we should be able to do what we think is best, and then we can notify each other. Mm-hmm. Imagine if, let's say, one of my people mouths off to you. You think I'm going to fucking get in the way of that? No, I expect them to get fired. It could be one of my best. It could be my fucking undersheriff. If my undersheriff mouths off to you and you want to fucking punish him, go for it. I don't give a fuck. All right, because I respect you. But the difference between me and you is that you don't respect me and I respect you. So let me take you back to your fucking clown car with Clarkson in it, and then I'm going to go do some police work.
Okay, I'm going to get them to, I'll just get them to come pick me up. It's fine. I'm sure they're not too busy.
All right.
Just so you know, Pred, I haven't had one officer yell at me pretty much in my entire 5 years of policing, except for Tony. And I believe that is because I treat them too with respect.
That's because they're scared of you.
Well, sometimes you can get fear without screaming in someone's throat. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
You can't.
Fear.
Peaceful.
There's fear and then there's respect.
Andreas, pass and red garage.
Hell no. It's
garage.
fear. Listen, I fear and respect you, but I'm still going to go at your throat.
Okay.
That's just the type of guy I am.
Make sure you organize that meeting with Andrews. I'll be there.
Hello?
Hey, Clarkson, how you doing?
What's up, buddy?
You want to come pick us up from the PD? You guys still doing dumb shit or what?
Yeah. No. We were. I was helping Bass with his stuff. He called me, needed help. I'm coming right now.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I'll be right there.